we ready to begin?
Good morning!
My name is Misty.
Come on, Ike, it's time.
We would be honored if you would join us.
The greatest adventure of all time.
We just become best friends.
Yep.
Come on, let's get in character.
What are you waiting for, huh?
Oh, come on!
Hello, Misty.
Hello, Ike.
Should I hit him with it?
I think you should.
Today's episode, folks.
Thank you for being a friend.
That's right. Misty's going to sing it out loud, too.
Travel down the road,
Louder.
back again.
I don't know the words.
Your heart
It's true. You're a pal and a confidant.
It's Golden Girls.
And if you threw a party,
Party, party.
Invited everyone you knew.
you would see the biggest gift would be from me.
From me.
And the card attached would say, thank you for being a friend, Ike.
Thank you, Misty.
You were going to just turn it off and let me sing,
I
weren't
was
you?
trying to. Thank you for being a
Guys,
friend.
I'm sorry. Thank you for sitting through my terrible singing.
It's not terrible.
It's not great.
Never apologize for your singing.
It's fun, though.
Thank you for being a singer.
Thank you for being a friend.
Yeah.
I'm so excited about this episode.
Yeah, I'm going to learn about Golden Girls, guys, because I wasn't allowed to watch that show. It was too risque for me.
Oh, I'm
was
so
growing
sorry.
up.
I watched it with my grandparents.
That's funny.
So on the weekends, I would go stay with my grandparents. And on I think Sunday evenings, my grandma and grandpa and I would sit down and watch the Golden Girls.
1985.
1985. I was a wee little Misty.
7 sisters. What? 7 seasons.
Yeah.
Seven
Let's see.
sisters.
85. I was born in 76. So 9. 8, 9.
8 or 9?
Somewhere around
I
there.
was 7. 6. We math here at Misty and Ike.
We try and math here. It's not very great. Yeah. And then later on in life, I had another weird 7 degrees of Kevin Bacon with the Golden Girls.
Bacon with the Golden Girls. You're going to drop this there on the show?
I am.
Are you really?
Yeah.
Okay.
There was a brief moment that I kind of dated Rue McClanahan's stepson
What's his name?
that I'm not going to drop.
Well, I
I
mean-
will say that she married his dad twice.
How do you spell her last name? Oh, hold on.
MC,
Son? Is it son or stepson?
stepson. She was married quite a few times, and she married his dad twice, and that was the last man that she was married to before she passed on.
Is it this guy?
Clearly, yes. Yes, it was that guy.
Oh,
no.
okay. Sorry.
No.
We're out of here. We're not talking about
He was in a band.
Uh-huh.
Imagine that.
Imagine Dragons.
No.
Oh.
And yeah, I dated Rue McClanahan's stepson. So,
According to this article, NBC was against casting B. Arthur.
well, that's weird because she was a pretty big actress in her
Yeah.
own right with Maude before the Golden Girls.
Yeah, Harris, whoever that is, actually wrote the role of Dorothy with Arthur in mind, having worked with the actress on several
On
episodes of Maude,
There
like
you
you
go.
just said. But then NBC president Brandon Tartikoff, of course you'd be the president of NBC with a name like that.
He was there for a long time.
Yeah, he was against the idea, stating that Arthur's Q score, the rating system of performers' audience appeal, was too low. She was recognizable but not lovable, thanks
She was
to Maude's
very
liberal
lovable.
leanings.
Oh, man.
Broadway legend Elaine Stritch was a contender for the part, but she alienated the producers by improvising her dialogue and dropping an F-bomb during her audition.
Look how cute B. Arthur and Rue McClanahan were when they got old.
Yeah.
Oh,
It's funny because when they did the
man.
show, they weren't actually old.
They
They were
weren't.
just playing older.
They were. And what's really funny is Estelle Getty, who played B. Arthur's mother on the show, was actually the youngest of all of them.
Really?
Yeah. And she was Sophia, you know, the grandma, the great-great-grandma, I guess. And yeah, she was the youngest out of all of them, I believe.
Okay. So, let's see here. I wanted this chart of like their age versus what they were supposed to be playing.
That's a hard one to find, I bet.
Well, I got it in writing, which means I just have to read it. but-
Oh.
Silly. Betty White and B. Arthur were 63 years old when the series began versus 62 for Estelle, who played Arthur's mother, and just 51 for Rue.
Okay, so Rue was the youngest.
Yeah. Do you
All
know?
right.
But do you have any idea how old they were supposed to be?
I mean, they were supposed to be in their late 60s because they were all retirees in Florida living in a house together.
So, I mean, they weren't far.
I mean, Estelle Getty was supposed to be, I think, in her 80s because she got rescued from the old folks' home. The constant joke in the show was that she burned down the old folks' home because she didn't want to live there.
That's so funny.
Shady Pines.
Shady Pines.
Shady Pines.
Oh.
I'm telling you, I know way more about the Golden Girls than any person
You
should.
sure do. And guess what? That Golden Girls shirt that I bought, that's yours now.
I love it so much.
I got a Golden Girls shirt for our last photo shoot, and
Yep.
I didn't end up
so good. So
wearing it in
good.
any of the pictures. Did you know they had a spinoff?
I didn't. That's one thing I didn't know.
Guess what it was called? The Golden...
Boys?
Close. The spinoff, The Golden Palace, which aired for one season on CBS from 1992 to 1993 and did not include B. Arthur, was originally going to be telecast on NBC, but CBS immediately made it a full season, 24-episode commitment versus only 13 episodes from NBC.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, wow. Did you know that it's not necessarily a spinoff, but they had a younger version?
No?
It was on TV.
What?
Designing Women.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. I didn't know that was a
I didn't either.
spin-off.
My mom watched Designing Women.
I love Designing Women.
You like how I caught myself? My mom watched.
My mom watched. Meshack Taylor, the guy that was in it.
Yeah.
He was like one of my favorites.
That also aired for 7 seasons from 86 to 93. Fox also utilized the concept of 4 female friends with comedy. Living Single.
Right.
Which ran from 93 to 98, but there was never a surge in programming featuring older characters despite the Golden Girls.
Well, I love that. I love that the Golden Girls like set the bar and you can replicate it.
Well, that's what happens in Hollywood. They get one thing that's successful, and they're like, "How many times can we reinvent this over and over and over again?" And it keeps working.
Yeah, they had to do it with younger people. They could never do it. Like, I mean, those 4 women together were just a powerhouse.
Oh, absolutely.
Like each one of them had, like just like every girl group of Friends has their Sex and the City character, you also have your Golden Girls character.
Oh, sure.
You're like, oh, we're the young version of us. I'm a Carrie. I'm a Miranda.
Yeah.
And then you're like, but when we get old, I'm totally going to be, Blanche or whatever. Like, it's just something that the women, like, you saw yourself in every one of those characters.
Yeah. I can't believe Betty White is still with us.
Do you know that Betty White is older than sliced bread? Like, legitimately.
Yeah, literally. I think we've said it on the show before. Yeah.
Sliced bread came out like 5 years after Betty White was born.
Yeah. So she's 99 years old right now.
So when people say that's the best thing since sliced bread, you should actually say that's the best thing since Betty White.
Yeah. Because she was after sliced bread. So maybe that's why they say
before
it.
Sliced bread.
Well, yes, that's what I meant.
Yeah.
So she can't be after it. So she's not.
She's like, you really want to get, technical, you're the best thing since Betty White. And she's amazing. Like,
I can't believe she's still around 99. She was
still, and
old
she's
in the
still
80s.
hilarious.
And still doing red carpets and hanging out and doing spots.
And comedy.
Yeah.
Like, the woman still posts videos of herself saying things that you're just like, you can only say that when you're old. Because you would get canceled as a youngin' for it.
100%.
So.
Sorry.
No, go ahead.
This just popped into my head. Estelle Getty.
Yeah.
Related to the Getty fortune here?
I'm not sure.
If you're not from Los Angeles or the United States, here in LA, there's a massive art museum that hangs over a cliff that you could go up to and visit.
It's beautiful. And then you can go visit the villa.
Yeah, they have actually pretty good food at the cafe. And then you can see the sea and the Hollywood and all that stuff.
Gorgeous.
Amazing place to hang out. They have a little garden that you can walk through. And
the Gettys were initially a banking family, I believe. Yeah.
So, yes, their fame and fortune wasn't from art collecting. It was they had so much money that they gave a museum to the city of Los Angeles. And they also have one in Malibu, a smaller Getty.
Yep.
I would have bet you $1 that she's probably attached to the Getty.
I'm going to look it up if she is an original Getty or if she's an offshoot Getty.
This here says that she suffered from extreme stage fright. And the ensuing article claims Mick Clanahan recalled that Getty would seem to have a black cloud hanging over her head beginning Thursdays during dress rehearsals. During Friday's tapings, she would often freeze on camera. She was the least experienced actress of the 4, and it intimidated her. In 1988 interview, she stated that working with every week with talent like Arthur and White scared her out of her wits. She felt like a fraud and worried that the fans would find out that she wasn't as good as her coach.
She was hilarious. It makes me sad that she felt like that and didn't realize her own star. Like, she was incredible.
Yeah.
She was not related to the Gettys.
Nope.
The museum was founded in 1954 by oil tycoon J. Paul Getty, and he is not related in any way to the Golden Girls star. So she was an original Getty, like her own Getty,
an OG.
Yeah,
original Getty.
It used to. So she was a year younger than B. Arthur, who played her daughter. And during the show's first season, it would take the makeup department 45 minutes to get her old looking and transform her into Sophia Petrillo.
Can I just go ahead and say that that's a ridiculously fast amount of time?
I know. I was like, only 45 minutes.
45. Now it would take people prosthetics and hours, and people want to overdo it and blah, blah,
yeah.
blah.
Well, apparently it became even more complex when she showed up for season 2. She'd had a facelift to look younger.
Oh, boy.
And so then they had to work even harder.
Yeah. You remember our episode on the Royals?
I do.
Queen Elizabeth was a huge Golden Girls fan.
I love that.
Yeah. It says here,
I love
the Queen
that.
invited the stars of the show to perform live at 1988's Royal Variety Performance in London. The girls reenacted 2 of their kitchen scene tables with a bit of censoring as to not offend any royal sensibilities. One line that surprisingly left intact was Sophia's interjection to Dorothy's question to Blanche. Oh my God, that's a lot of ping pong. About how long she had waited to have sex again after her husband died. The then 88-year-old Queen Mum was spotted in the royal box chuckling heartily at Sophia's risque response until the paramedics came. Wait a minute.
Oh, it was very risque for a show back in those days.
Now, this doesn't make any sense.
What?
Because in 1988, the Queen could not have been 88 years old, because then the Queen would be 90 billion.
Where do you...
It says the then 88-year-old Queen Mum, right? And it said at 1988's Royal Variety Music. None of that math adds up.
Yeah, no, it doesn't. Because that would make her 100 and a million years old.
How old is the Queen?
She just turned 100.
95.
Oh, I thought she just turned 100. They had a big birthday celebration for her.
Right.
So
But
yeah, that doesn't make sense.
if she's 95 now, she couldn't have been 88 in
No.
88, because then she would have been 100 in 2000.
Right. And she'd be 122 right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, that doesn't make sense.
Bad math on you, folks.
Wait, did
on
they
the
mean
internet.
her mother by the Queen Mum? Did they mean that she...
I thought the Queen Mum was the Queen.
I always did too, but maybe they mean that she invited them and that her mother was there.
Oh, now they're
and
watching
laughed.
me. I forgot to take it off of me.
Oh, it's okay.
Queen Elizabeth, the Queen Mother.
Queen Mother. Okay, yeah, no, that math doesn't add up.
No. Yeah. She died in 2002.
Okay, so the Queen Mum is her mom.
Yeah.
Is Queen... Okay,
It's
that
the
makes more sense.
Queen's mom.
Yeah.
If you're listening in the UK...
Woo! Sorry about that.
Sorry, folks.
Sorry. You know what? We're educating ourselves.
Yeah,
we don't
learning.
know.
Yeah.
We don't know.
Yeah. I wonder what it's like to be a listener of the show and go like, duh, you guys are such idiots. It's the mother of the Queen.
I think that there are probably people that do that, but there are people that learn with us too that don't know.
Yeah.
Like, I'm all for entering this new era of, instead of pretending like I know things, going,
look it
I
up.
don't know.
I don't know either.
I can't be expected
Yeah.
to know everything.
And that's what sets us apart from other podcasts. Everybody's like,
agree.
I am an expert on blah, blah, blah,
We're
blah, blah.
not. We're just
Yeah.
trying to learn.
We're a couple chuckleheads trying to figure some
Right.
stuff out while you
and
drive to
we
work.
learn about fun stuff.
Yeah, like
you
the
know?
Queen's mom's mom.
Right. The Queen's mom's 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 mom.
Your mom is a queen.
My mom is a queen. Anyways, so there was a place in the show called the Rusty Anchor. That was Blanche's favorite place to meet men.
Wow. I can guarantee you what that's based off of in Los Angeles, but I can't say it live.
Uh-huh.
I'll tell you after.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. I know exactly where it is.
Yep.
Oh, where did they shoot it? I'm going to find out.
Yeah, you should. So in season 7, Rue McClanahan got to go to the place that they used as the Rusty Anchor and got to get up on a piano and sing I Want to Be Loved by You a la Marilyn Monroe as a part of the show. And because she was a theater actor initially, she cited that as like one of her favorite performances she gave on the show.
I think I have a picture of it.
She was very seductively dressed. There it is. It's, it's a crap.
Oh,
beat
yeah.
on
You
that.
got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's up on the piano.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know I think I bet money on it.
Well, didn't they use the same place as the Rusty Anchor that they shot the Regal Beagle from Three's Company? It's the same place, right?
Well, it's a set,
Yeah.
so it can't be. It can't be the same bar. Or is it storyline? Is what you're saying?
No, I mean, I'm pretty sure that the set or whatever they shot that on, it's the same place in both those shows.
What's the name of the
like
bar?
that door with the window in it?
Is it the Rusty Nail?
The Rusty Anchor.
Rusty Anchor. The same as what?
I just said it from Three's Company. The
Company bar.
I can't remember the name now.
We just passed the Regal Beagle.
The Regal Beagle from Three's Company.
Good.
Yeah.
Three's Company equivalent of the Rusty Anchor from Golden Girls.
I think they're the same place.
This is a tweet, so I don't know if we can.
Oh, well, I mean, then we know it's true.
For those who don't know, it was the Three's Company bar equivalent of the Rusty Anchor. It's the equivalent. I don't know if that means it's the same thing.
That's just somebody giving their opinion on the tweeter.
Yeah. Okay, so I know where they shot it,
Okay.
and I just clicked out of it.
Okay.
It was Sunset Gower was where they shot it.
Yeah.
So I thought
That
I would have
makes
assumed based on the restaurant selections that it would have been a different stage.
There.
Yeah, if you're just
Right.
listening, I'm pointing somewhere.
Right. Okay, so one of the major places that they had a lot of their conversations was in the kitchen. And there was a table.
Yep.
There were only 3 chairs at that table, even though there were 4 main characters.
Yep, that's right.
And they did that because someone was always either at the island cooking food or fixing food, at the refrigerator, or sitting at a chair at the island.
Yeah. Can I tell you why?
Yeah, tell me.
Because for blocking purposes,
Right.
the fourth wall is where the camera is.
Right.
They never want your back to camera.
Right.
So you wouldn't put somebody in that fourth chair. You always have to give somebody an extra action so
Right.
that you wouldn't be shooting past their head.
Totally. Even though in this photo that's there,
Oh, yep, sorry.
Betty White somewhat does have her back to the camera.
Yeah, that's a 3/4 over, right?
Yeah,
so
exactly.
in a multicam,
Yeah.
that's the 2 shot on the 2 in the middle.
Right.
It's actually a 3 shot with the 1 in the back being out of focus.
Yep.
But another camera would be a single on Betty,
Right.
and then they'd have a master wide.
And
This kind of your master wide.
that's the table that Betty White told some of her best stories about her childhood growing up in St. Olaf.
This is also the scene which sparks something we talked about on the show before. They used to write their lines in their coffee mugs, right?
Yeah, they did.
We talked about on.
I don't remember when, but we did talk about it.
Go ahead and listen back to the previous 270 million
Yeah,
episodes.
let us know which episode we talk about.
Somebody would do that too. Somebody's like, guys, that was 117.
Right?
Okay? Yeah.
Right?
Well, we got to get out of here. Man.
Oh,
it
man,
is-
that was fast.
Yeah, that was a lot of golden. That was golden time.
Oh, my gosh. There's so much.
Yeah. Well, since we're not 62 years old,
Man, okay.
we'll see you for Food Fridays.
All right, bye.
Guess what food it is?
I know.
I don't.
You find out.
See you tomorrow.
Okay, bye.